I'm Yona, and I'm a new student at Longview School. And so far, I'm really enjoying my experience. I'm sitting outside our school in Brewster, New York, and when I wake up in the morning, I'm excited to come here. I wasn't always excited to come to school. At my other school, I always got in trouble. I got sent to the principals, I got in fights. I just didn't fit in. They didn't know how to handle a kid like me. But at Longview, they know how to do everything with me.
When my son was turning 5 years old, I sat down with my mother and my wife, and we talked about what would be the absolute best school environment for him.
Longview School is a home. They come in, they're comfortable, they kick off their shoes. There is nothing that we can't deal with.
And we felt like we could do better than the public schools. We felt like we could do better than the private schools we knew of, and we wanted more of the regular social interaction than homeschooling would provide.
One of the primary foundations of Longview is that everyone has ability, everyone develops at a different rate, and everyone has different ways of learning and different ways of expressing.
As a result, we came together, we went back to the books, studied the philosophies of a whole range of schools, and came up with the idea for Longview.
What I like about the Longview School is that the children are empowered and not entitled. They earn respect and they earn their learning through responsibility. And self-motivation.
Longview students, many of them don't get along in a regular school situation, be it public or private, but in a small school group, they function differently than they would in a classroom with 20, 25, 30 students.
Longview is divided into elementary school and middle school, high school. There are a lot of private schools out there that are specifically for kids with special needs. We wanted a school that would be appropriate for all sorts of kids. So we have kids who range from being gifted to academically average to kids who have special needs. We think we serve them all really well by putting them together in a small community environment where everyone can thrive.
I haven't met a single child here who isn't brilliant and bright, and it's simply a matter of recognizing it and playing to their strengths, because every single one of them is fantastic in one or more areas.
At Longview, our youngest here is 3. Our oldest is 17, going on 18.
The classes are offered for age-appropriate students. We do have a lower elementary and an upper elementary science class where I teach basically the same material, just at different levels.
There aren't any cracks that you can fall through at Longview because we're looking at each kid and constantly asking ourselves the question, what does this student need in order to become a better student and to become a better person?
I mean, they are getting the attention that they didn't get in a large school setting.
The public school now with No Child Left Behind and the amount of tests that they have to cover, the teachers don't have, even if they have the desire, they don't have any wiggle room to create curriculum that fits the different learning styles of the children.
New York State has become overrun by testing. Somehow politicians think that in order to make education better, we have to test more. In small classes, testing is a lot less important because the teacher can tell you in detail what each student is learning from the way that they're interacting and participating in the classes. Therefore, testing at Longview is certainly something we do because we need to prepare kids to be able to take tests throughout their lives, but it's not something that we become dominated by.
How do I talk to a prospective Longview parent? Well, that's easy. Are you sick and tired of not having a control over your child's education and a say? Are your kids miserable? That's the bottom line.
Longview has a mix of traditional academics such as physics, biology, chemistry, earth science, history, English, mathematics, and electives hardly ever seen at the K through 12 level. Engineering, woodworking, philosophy, debate, anthropology, and we mix with that the democratic component of a legislative body which is run by the students and a judicial body which is overseen by the students, so that kids are learning responsibility by being given real power in their lives and in their schools.
Longview School is going to take your child to that level where colleges are going to want you. They're going to want you so bad that they're going to scholarship your student. How do I know this? It's happened. I've seen it. Plenty of our students who are college bound will take the SAT test. Guess what? They come out with great grades.
Well, we really believe that children are people as much as adults are people. And they have wonderful ideas. They have feelings and thoughts like everybody else. And that's what a democratic school is all about.
By participating in all of our democratic structures, our kids learn how to advocate for what they believe in. They learn how to get things done in order to make their school community how they want.
The spirit of Longview, for me, is seeing a real hope for each and every individual, and seeing us all as working together to try and create a better society.
We're able to accommodate whatever learning styles, whatever needs, whatever deficits the child has, so that they feel as if they're part of a group, and that what they can do is honored, and it motivates them to try to do better.
Longview is definitely the kind of school where each child can feel successful. And when they come from a big program, they may not feel successful right away because they're used to not feeling successful. So they keep saying, I can't do it, it's too hard. But you go little by little and they get to see, yes, they can be successful. And that's one of the main goals, for each child to feel good about themselves.
The student who does best here is a student who is interested in the world, excited about life, but at the same time may not love having to spend hours of seat time every day in a traditional classroom.
The Longview School has a more family, intimate atmosphere in that we don't have hundreds of children in the school. Classes typically have fewer than 6 students in it to one teacher. And a student is met where they are and taken by the hand and led where they need to go.
More students will be fantastic for the future of Longview. The more, the merrier.
The best way to get involved at Longview is first to request an information packet and then come for a visit and tour of the school. After that, a lot of students come for a one-day visit so that they try out the classes for themselves and see if it feels like a good match for them. After that, students' families fill out all the materials and then decide whether they're ready to apply to school for the rest of the year.
I hope you enjoyed hearing from me and everyone else at Longview School. This really is an amazing place, and we hope to see you here soon.